Their advertisers. This program is sponsored by Nicole Mangina of Windermere Real Estate.
And this is my turn.
Yeah, this is my town. Hey, well, I was born.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 425 Show, your place to be for all things real estate and lifestyle related here on the East Side. I'm your host, Nicole Mangina with Windermere Real Estate. So excited you are joining us today. We always start off with a real estate update. There is a great, this is the kind of the first of the month. So all of the statistics for the month before, the April statistics are out. Which is really telling. We're 6 months or 6 weeks, feels like 6 months some days, but 6 weeks through the stay-at-home order. And, so we really have the ability to see, okay, how is this affecting the real estate market? And I've talked about this in some of the other updates, but it's really good to be looking at the actual numbers and the actual statistics. Yes, the listings are down, but the sales relative to the number of listings are up. You are actually, as a seller, 12% more likely to sell now, this time this year, April of 2020, than you were to be able to sell your house in April of 2019. So I think that is a good number to know. And we'll have the chart on the website after the show, NicoleMangina.com/podcast. And if you've got real estate on the brain, you're thinking about buying or selling, you have questions, I always invite you to reach out. I'm happy to answer your questions. You can reach me via email, nicole@NicoleMangina.com. There you go, real estate update for the week. I am excited to introduce our guests today. They have been longtime friends, and I am so excited to help share what they've got going on. We've got Dane and Sarah McCormick joining us today with McCormick Jams. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So excited to see you guys today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So I always love a good story. What's the story behind McCormick Jams?
Well, we started the idea around 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like the backdrop is Sarah has always been an incredible cook. Her family has always been very involved with cooking.
And plus, when I met him, his mom made jam a lot, and it kind of inspired me. And me and my mom have always been amazing cooks, and she taught me everything I know. So I figured we should make our own jam. And so my mom and I, we kind of cheated and went to Costco first to get our strawberries, but it was so much fun and so addicting. I was like, I need to go to farms. And so from there, we started going to different farms, and it just became such a fun hobby. And from there, we just made all this jam with all this different fruit, and the hobby became a business.
And an obsession.
Little bit.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. The first time she made jam, like her and her mom were spending the day together, and they made the strawberry.
Yeah.
And then they made plum bourbon as well. Or no, plum, I think, by itself. But then
it was plum by itself, and then my husband and I came up with the plum bourbon combo, and that was the first jam that was born in McCormick Jam Co.
Yes.
I love it, because really, why not? Anytime you can add bourbon to something, let's go, right?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. It makes a not only is the jam delicious by itself, but like we actually take the plum bourbon and turn it into a barbecue sauce and put it over the top of our all of our meats that we like to smoke, especially.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, like she makes a meatloaf with like a third veggies and all these different wonderful veggies from Jubilee Farm.
Uh-huh.
And it is just so wonderful to put that over the top, the plum bourbon over the top, and it really just it's incredible. I love it.
Oh, this is good. I'm in need of new recipe ideas, especially this. We've been cooking at home for a while now, and we need some new rotations. So, okay, I'm getting inspired. I like it.
Some recipe cards are definitely in the works of the future.
That's great. So it's homemade jam. Mm-hmm. You get all of your ingredients from local farms, which is wonderful. So it's natural. You can feel good about the ingredients that have gone in, and you're supporting other local businesses. I love that.
Heck
Mhm.
yeah.
You got some really creative ones too. I was on your Instagram and you have, there was like a dandelion or something that you had done.
Yeah, that's our newest one. We have a friend, Suzanne, who she has a lot of dandelions in her yard, and she's very into the naturalist thing. And she reached out to me and was wondering if I'd be interested in making some dandelion jelly. And so I was doing my research, and I thought it would be fun and great. What a fun new project. And it was so popular. It's one of our brand new flavors now.
Yeah,
That's
I like to
awesome.
describe it. It tastes like the essence of spring because it's one of the first flowers that blooms,
Right.
and so the it's the first thing that the bees get to,
Mhm.
and
Sure.
so like it really has the essence of local honey,
Mhm.
and so that's what we liked about it the most is like it.
And since it's from a dandelion, it gives off this, it's like an herbal honey taste.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love it. And so
Well,
at what point did you decide maybe you wanted to make jam for more than just yourself? You thought, oh, maybe this will be a business.
Well, I just had so much fruit, and all this different kind of fruit, and so I made all these different batches of jam, and I just had so much jam. We both thought, hey, maybe we could sell some of this, and we found a local group in Duval that does what is it called? What do they do?
it's a small handmade and handcrafted group that they
Oh, cool.
bunch of different vendors that we get together at the Duval Visitor Center when things are normal, and
Mhm.
it's an awesome opportunity, and all the women that were involved in all the different businesses were so excited to have us the first time,
Sure.
and so that's our staple location for the winter, the holiday season and all that, just because people know where they can come straight to see us there every event, and it's just really relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice low-key environment.
That's awesome. Where
Yeah.
are some of the other places that people can find you if they wanted to come and check out McCormick Jams?
Well, I'm actually doing a fun thing. It's an awesome way for us to kind of interact with our community, and I do if you message me on Facebook or Instagram, or even shoot me an email. I love to be able to deliver, and I know I really like to be able to do the doorstep delivery because it gives me an opportunity to be able to showcase us and show how much we love it by just delivering it straight to you. And we're
Mhm.
doing like 3-jar minimum right now for
Okay.
delivery, and so or three technically a $36 order minimum. Our 4-ounce jars are $7 a piece, and our 8-ounce jars are $12 a piece.
Okay.
But and just a little, if people don't know and stuff, our jam is lightly sweetened with local honey and organic raw sugar, and
Cool.
so it gives you a natural low sugar taste, and
Mhm.
also you taste the essence of the fruit instead of over sugared and overcooked jam. Like
Yeah.
she puts so much love in making sure that everything is just flawless, and if it doesn't work out, we just give that to the family. So that's because it's still good. It's just not perfection like she's expecting.
Yeah.
There is an art to it, and your jam is amazing. I've had it before,
Thank
and we
you. I
love it.
appreciate
Anytime we have some in the house, the kids are like, "Woohoo!"
Oh, I
Um,
appreciate that a lot.
yeah, but there is an art to it, to making it taste like the fruit and not just like a boatload of sugar. That
Mm-hmm.
there's like flavored sugar, and then there's really good fruit jam.
Yeah, because I also don't, since I don't over put a bunch of extra sugar in it so it's not overly sweet, I don't like my jam as firm as jelly.
Hmm.
And sometimes that's not for everybody, but since I use it so much, I need to be able to mix it up, and so it's a little bit loose for me instead of so gelled. It's hard to do other things with it.
Right.
So it really is an art to get it as a low sugar, but not have it too runny or too thick. I
Mhm.
try so hard to get that even balance because it does gel up more in the fridge since it is a low sugar jam.
Sure.
Yeah, so the science is very interesting to try to get that balance there.
And also,
I love it.
the Northwest fruit is also the key too, because like our fruit is our produce in the Northwest is better than anywhere else I've ever experienced. And like even especially our strawberries. I
Mhm.
am obsessed with everything Washington strawberry. Like it really, and that's another flavor that we love to be able to showcase the most is the strawberry balsamic jam.
Oh,
The
yeah.
strawberry balsamic jam. I like to call it the true strawberry flavor of ours.
Hmm.
We have a couple different strawberry varieties, but that is by far our favorite because the balsamic vinegar cancels out just enough of this overwhelming sweetness that a lot of strawberry jam usually has.
Sure.
And so it just brings out the incredible acidity that the strawberries have. And she puts it over the top of a goat cheese and beet salad and mixes it up in that. And it's incredible. I eat it like a dessert. It's so good. But yeah,
I like to describe it as just what strawberries should taste like. Because a lot of people don't know this, but just a little touch of balsamic vinegar, even just on plain strawberries, if you're eating fresh strawberries, balsamic vinegar actually brings out the strawberry flavor.
It is good. That's a big, I'm Italian, that's a big Italian dessert in the summer is you just cut up strawberries and you put balsamic on top.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm getting so many great cooking ideas. I'm making a salad this week. I'm marinating meat. We're going to barbecue. It's great.
Love to hear it.
Yes. Well, and that's the problem is work has been a little slow for window cleaning with all this COVID stuff going on. And so she just cooks and bakes and cooks and bakes. And I don't want it to go to waste. So, me and the family just constantly enjoy all these tasty treats. I love it.
That's awesome. So how can people find you? You mentioned Instagram and Facebook. And what's your Instagram handle?
McCormick Jam Co.
Okay.
So McCormick, like McCormick's.
McCormick like the spice.
Yes, but not. It's McCormick Jam Co. on Facebook, on Instagram, and also we have our website, which is McCormickJamCo.com.
Perfect.
And so that's our newest. I'm trying to get more technical, so it's a learning process.
We're all learning new tricks these days, I think, in this whole COVID thing. And do you have a list anywhere then on any of those places of the flavors of jam that you have available if people are interested and wanted to go purchase some?
Yes, our website has a full list and and prices and then on Facebook I'm trying to get a little bit better at kind of keeping everything up to date and stuff. But she's been staying active in her production up until about a month ago when we started doing some construction in the house and everything. So
sure.
But it's amazing how fast she stocked up after the winter because we had so much success for our holiday events that it was a little overwhelming because we were kind of taken back by all the wonderful support. And then when the COVID happened, we were a little scared because all of our events had canceled.
Right.
And so we didn't know how to proceed. So I just started hitting Facebook a bunch and everything and Instagram trying to, kind of get the doorstep delivery going. And that really took off. There was a lot of love and support that was behind that from everyone. So
yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
I know it's amazing to see how well the community comes together during hard times.
It is. That's been one of the most interesting things to me of all of this is there has been some really beautiful coming together and some great creativity and lots of different things.
Yeah, I agree.
So and usually you guys are out and about. You're at farmers markets. You're at a farmers market, I think this weekend, if people wanted to come and find you, correct?
Next Thursday next Thursday we're going to be at the Berrien Farmers Market, and I believe we're going to be there every week, as long as we have product. And then once all the fruit season gets going and stuff, we'll continue to really get more established in our farmers markets. So
sure,
we'd like to get into we're hoping to get into the Duval Farmers Market and also the Snohomish Farmers Market as well.
Right.
But we don't want to overwhelm ourselves.
It's good to pace yourself.
Yes. Well, we love that's also another thing is I love incorporating it into our it's funny to say that we incorporate it into the window cleaning business. Yeah. But I've been cleaning windows for going on 12 years,
Mhm.
and so I have all these great relationships with people, and so people have been able to see, us turn that, one entrepreneur opportunity into this jam opportunity, which, they really have a lot, the window cleaning has really allowed us to take off on the jam
Sure.
because it's, family is everything to us. And so, being able to involve all of our family in what we do, you know, it really just makes everything that much more special.
That's awesome. I love stories like that. It's good. You've got a
Mhm.
beautiful 1.5-year-old daughter that you get to
Yeah.
stay home with while you're making your jam. That's great.
Yes,
Yes.
and her uncle Callan right now is watching her because she loves being on the live video and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
And so, but she just has to press buttons. So we just figured, maybe in like another year or so.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll have you guys on for repeat performance and she can
Heck
come and
yeah.
photobomb.
That'd be awesome.
What are some of your most popular flavors? You talked about the plum bourbon and
Well, the plum bourbon is wonderful. Our rhubarb is also a really cool story. We got our rhubarb from a family farm here in Falls City, and they
uh-huh.
actually sell their rhubarb leaves to Fred Hutch Cancer Research because and so like it's the leaves are normally a byproduct, or
Right.
something you just toss away, and they actually sell it to Fred Hutch Cancer Research because the enzymes in the juice from the leaves actually help kill and fight cancer, which is really
Really?
fascinating. And so in return, we get an incredible price on our certified organic rhubarb. And so it's really fun to be able to know that it's not just rhubarb, it's also going towards a cause that's really, I think great. So that's really awesome. And then also one of my favorites is the Northwest Wildberry rhubarb.
Uh-huh.
And so wildberry season is coming up. And so what I like to do is, we go out as a family and we forage thimbleberries, which are related to the raspberry. There's
Okay.
they've got the beautiful white flower that comes. It's actually going on right now,
Mhm.
and they're really delicate but really rich berries. And then
Okay.
we also pick salmon berries and huckleberries and the little low-lying wild blackberries. And
Mhm.
then she adds that to rhubarb, and it just makes this incredibly rich, but like just incredibly unique jam that I don't know how else to describe, but it sells so fast and like
Instead of like a sweet mixed berry, the rhubarb just makes it special.
I do
Oh,
tend
I
to want
bet
to
with the
hoard it.
tartness of it, it kind of balances it out.
Yeah.
I do like to I try not to hoard it because like sometimes I'll if I'm getting low on it, I try and kind of keep it
Oh.
on the D-low. But yeah, I mean it's pretty amazing stuff. And then also it isn't in the 425, but we go over to Eastern Washington to get our
Sure.
peaches and apricots and nectarines.
Mhm.
And we actually have the same connection for peaches as Metropolitan Market. And
Oh, cool.
we both worked in Metropolitan Market for I worked there for a year
I worked
in
there for almost
produce.
4 years.
Yeah, and she helped open the Sammamish Metropolitan Market
All
in the
right
so
Yeah.
so she's a true leader, that's for sure.
on.
He's so sweet.
I love it. If you're just tuning in today, we have Dane and Sarah McCormick on the show today with McCormick Jam Company. You guys have the most amazing, homemade, locally sourced jams. You guys are just the coolest couple, and I love amazing jam. We've been talking about jam, where to get it, and just some really good recipes. I'm excited to do the whole marinade on the. I'll probably do it on chicken. I'm sure you could do it on different things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's our favorite.
No, go ahead.
So we appreciate the compliments though. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about people can find you on Instagram and Facebook, and you've got your website, the McCormick Jam Company. We'll have links to all of this on the show or on the website after the show, NicoleMangina.com/podcast. But they can go on, they can order. You'll do a delivery for a minimum $36 order. You get home delivery. And you've got a list of all your currently available jams on there, correct?
Yes, which are strawberry rhubarb,
Okay.
strawberry balsamic, plum bourbon, rhubarb, raspberry, apricot, Northwest wildberry rhubarb, Regina peach, which is our favorite variety of peach. It's absolutely incredible. Very,
Cool.
very diverse in its flavor. And then, the apricot has the skins blended right in, so you get this incredible rounded flavor to it. It's pretty awesome.
We even have a spicy one too. We mix jalapenos with apricots.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, which we sold. We're actually very low on it, but we cannot wait because we're growing a bunch of peppers ourselves this year.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be able to actually use our peppers, and it'll be pretty exciting.
I love it. Well, and I love that you have so many unique flavors, and we've been talking about different ways to use them. I think, I have to admit, we've been doing some little backyard barbecue, social distancing, of course, at our house with, one or two people at a time. And it's been really nice to just connect with people, right? And I think these are great because I think the whole low-key at-home entertaining, especially as we come into summer, is going to become like one of the new normals, right? Because I don't know how the restaurant thing's going to go, and to just, feel like you're in control of your environment, but still interacting with people, I think is going to be a new thing. And having fun things like this to introduce people to and, enjoy at home. Again, we're cooking at home a whole lot more than at least we usually do in our house, because we're usually going 8 million directions and just grabbing food on the go. So to mix it up a little bit and make it interesting, I'm excited. We'll chat after the show. I'll have to order a bunch of these and get them going. So
I love
Thank
that.
very cool. Well, what are some of so we've talked a lot about the jams. What are some of your favorite things about living in the 425?
Oh, so many different things. Like actually a little location in Preston is our favorite barbecue place. We had to give them a shout out because they are delicious, and it's so tucked away. I feel like normally, but it's right off the Falls City exit off of I-90 and Roadies.
Oh, is it where the baseball field, the sports fields are?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've been
right.
there. That place is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Their homemade barbecue sauce is delicious, and I always go way over the top on ordering stuff, but their sandwiches are incredible. They have like what is it called, the sandwich that they have?
Oh gosh, I forgot.
Oh shoot, but it's delicious, and it's they have all sorts of different meats and everything that they soak in their delicious smoked meats.
Cool.
But yeah, and then also we love our farms in our area, which Jubilee they have a summer and spring and winter and fall session for their CSA, and we've been signed up since last year, but we've been a fan since before, and
Right.
but they have such incredible produce. They are so good at supporting other farms as well,
Sure.
and it's super therapeutic to just take that drive and just see the valley, and it's so relaxing.
Mhm.
Also, Harvold Farm, that's where we get a lot of our strawberries and raspberries.
Okay.
They're a great family run business that it's gonna be a little funny this year with the whole COVID situation, because there's a lot of U-pick farms that are gonna be struggling because people are gonna be scared to go out, but I think it's gonna be great because they're also gonna have a bunch of fruit picked that people can buy and everything.
Mhm.
And then
Cottage garden.
the cottage
blueberry
garden
farm.
blueberry farm, which is located on Big Rock Road up in
Oh, sure.
and if anyone ever gets the chance to get out there, is like the most scenic, relaxing, tucked away in the woods farm that you'll ever see. And I mean, it's
And
so,
lots of shade too,
yeah.
so you don't have to just pick in the sun.
and all their blueberry
that's good.
plants have been planted before 1950, so they're all really incredible heirloom varieties that you just don't see anymore. It's usually just these overly big blueberries, but they're incredibly rich with their flavor.
That's awesome. I know there's so many great farms out there. I love being out, and you're right. I'm always amazed. That's one of the things I love about living here. You've got downtown Seattle, which is its own metropolitan. You've got Bellevue that's, you know, a decent sized city in its own right. And yet half an hour away are places like Duval and Carnation and Falls City. And you feel like you're a whole world away, and it's so relaxing. And it's wonderful. I think that we have all of these really great farms so close by that we can get this natural, awesome, fresh produce, and really support those people. And it just provides such a richness to our area.
Oh yeah, we're so lucky to be out here.
Yeah, and also another thing is, I mean, of course, all the wonderful trails and parks there are to go to. We went out as a family a couple days ago, and we were foraging for yarrow, the herb.
Oh yeah.
And then you know, we try and learn as a family a new wild herb every time we go out.
Sure.
Or just even a new plant. You know, it's just really fun to be able to do that. So we're trying to make tinctures and infused apple cider vinegar with yarrow and dandelions, and then, you know, we'll just keep on learning, and it's just such a fun experience for that.
I think that's great. I love that you guys are doing this, and just the way you're pulling it all together. I think we might have talked about it before the show officially started, but I think there's a recipe book in your future as well as to how you put all of this together and do some really amazing things, because being able to be creative with it is really cool too.
Well, there's so many family recipes that we have that we love to be able to, that she wants to be able to share. And I mean, like, I'm spoiled. I'm an okay cook. I can barbecue.
And there's also there's so many people too that don't want just jam and toast or jam and a scone. So when I try to tell people, like, there's so much more you can do with jam.
Sure.
So that's why all these recipes are trying to come into play with all the savory stuff that we do, and even different desserts you can do. And I mean, it's crazy all the different things you could do with jam. She makes
amazing scones from scratch, and that's what we're gonna try and get into this winter. Is selling our scones at all of our events and stuff. So that'll be really fun.
I love it. So that's so cool. I really appreciate you guys being on the show with us today. Thank you so much. Again, we've had Dane and Sarah McCormick with McCormick Jams. Be sure to follow them on social media and their website. We'll have all the links after the show, NicoleMangina.com/podcast, to find out where you can find them. You can order jams, and they've got lots of great, amazing things in the works. Thanks so much for joining us today, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
Nicole.
having us.
Look forward to painting some windows for you in the future with McCormick Window and Gutter Cleaning. I had to put that out there. McCormick Window and Gutter Cleaning, pretty awesome.
We'll make sure that link's on the site too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate
All right. Have a great day. Bye.
You too.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.